Hi guys, welcome back to Shami Mandy's YouTube channel. So we're going to be talking about my first time visiting Nigeria. As I explained in my previous videos that I was born in Canada, then I moved to Zimbabwe when I was like 5. But I had never ever been to Nigeria before. So when I was about 13, that was like my first time going to Nigeria. So I was like so excited because I hadn't traveled for like the past 7 years. So I was like so excited. I even started packing my bag and I didn't even know which date we were going to like depart. I was so excited. I was packing my bag. I packed everything. I packed everything so that like if they told me when we were supposed to leave, I would only pack my toothbrush and towel. That's how prepared I was. But I didn't know that for me to travel from Zim to Nigeria, I needed a Zim passport because it wouldn't make sense traveling with the other passport. So we had to apply for the 2-week emergency passports. That was like a hassle at because in Zim there was like still like the old passport offices where you would go through many processes for you to get your passport. Then I got my passport photos. My passport photo looks like so funny because it was a rush process. Just one morning my mom was like, okay guys, you're not going to school today, you have to process your passports. Then after our Zim passports we had to go for like Nigerian interviews at the Nigerian embassy so that they would process our visas. The embassy, they started asking us so many questions. Oh, why were you in Zimbabwe for this long time? Oh, so your dad is Nigerian. Okay. Then eventually they processed the visas and they approved them. Fast forward, time for us to book our tickets. So this, it was 3 days before. No, I lied. It wasn't 3 days before. On the day, this morning, my mom just says, oh, we're going to the farm. And we're like, oh, okay, the farm again. All right, we're going to the farm. We pack our bags. We're going to the farm because we would usually go to the farm for like a night or 2 nights or many more nights or even a week. Then we get to the farm as usual. We start cooking. We eat. Then at like 1, mom is like, okay, we're going back now. So my siblings and I were confused. What's going on? We usually spend nights here. Then mom explains that, oh, the travel agency called her and says that they have tickets for us. So when we got to the travel agency, they say, oh, the tickets are for today, 8 p.m. And we're like, 8 p.m.? It's 4 p.m. now. What do you mean 8 p.m.? And they're like, yeah, these are the best tickets. They even have hotel offers and stuff for you guys to stay overnight so that you're not sitting at the airport during your layover. And then my mom was like, no, this is impossible. We are traveling as a group of 4. And, the traffic at the time, it was terrible. For us to get home, it would take like 3 hours. And they're like, no, it's impossible. I haven't even packed. Of course, I had packed because I was so excited. But my brothers and my mom hadn't packed. Then the travel agent was convincing my mom. Then she finally said yes. Then we left the travel agent at like 5:30 because they were processing 4 tickets, so it took like a process. 5:30. Then the travel agent convinced my mom. Then she told her, "Oh, what you do, you go to the airport, then you check in, but then you tell them that you're coming back with your bags later on. That way, they can't leave you." Either way, because in the system it will show that you're checked in but you're not on the flight, and then they'll just assume that you're lost in the airport. She agrees to the plan. We get home around 7 and the flight was at 8 ka. Then we get to the airport, we check in. Sorry. We get to the airport, we check in. Then they mention, oh, your flight is delayed. It's now leaving at 9. Mom was like, perfect. So my siblings and I were kind of like skeptic of this whole idea. But we just went with the plan. So then we left the airport at like 7:30. Then we got home. Then I just took my toothbrush and my towel and I packed everything. Then I just added some shoes. And I had two hand luggages. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess I knew what was going to happen when we get to the airport. So then everyone starts showering. I shower. My brother showers. My older brother showers. Then everyone's now in the car. So we're now waiting for mom. We're like, oh, mom, let's go. Then mom is like, okay, now let me shower so we can go. And we're like, it's almost 9 and we're supposed to be at the airport. Because you know how you're supposed to be at the airport 2 hours before you depart? It's almost 9 and now my mom is showering. Honestly, this scenario, it taught me that do not worry about anything in life. Everything will work out in the end. I'm not saying be do things that are not sensual, but just don't worry. Don't be a panic warrior. Don't, because everything will work out in the end if you stay calm and process what's happening. So honestly, we're just sitting in the car. My oldest brother just accepted, just like, honestly, guys, I don't think we're going anywhere. Just accept it. Just leave room for disappointment. We're not going anywhere. So we just sat in the car with that awkward silence because it was tense. It was tense. I think our tempers were rising. Then my mom eventually finishes showering. She locks the doors. She like sets her traps so that she knows if anyone was in our house. Then we leave, and it's like 10 to 9. The flight is supposed to leave at 9, and it was delayed. On top of that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys again in part 2.